Hey there everybody, we're going to be doing Aquarius's tarot horoscope reading for this month or whenever you guys are watching this. However, before we get straight on to your guys' reading, I just wanted to make a few little quick announcements that all my disclaimers will be in the description box below per video that will be uploaded. So if you guys are wondering what my disclaimers are, if you guys are wanting to know any updates that I have, they will usually be in the description box below and it will be updated if necessary. I also got a new mic, so hopefully the sound quality is just a tad bit better. And I still got my light, so everything is good. Another thing I wanted to point out is I'm not going to be doing forecasts, at least in the present moment. Mainly because it is very time consuming, but I am planning in the far distant future to probably bring it back once I feel like I'm settled. However you guys think I mean by that. But I don't know if you guys remember, but I did said in my other round of tarot horoscope videos, which if you guys haven't watched, I would recommend you guys check it out. Although technically we're way past that. Still though, it's timeless. I did said I ordered a tarot deck and it was supposed to come on February. It already came and hopefully you guys already recognize what this is. This is the Kipper deck. So I actually personally tried them out. I use them all the time. I use technically all my tarot cards all the time sometimes. But I mainly started using these more often because I don't know. I just really like them. They were really cool. Very specific. And this is the box that it came in with. Just so you guys know, these are much more smaller in comparison to the regular tarot deck. So if you guys are wondering why it's small, it actually is like that. So I don't want you guys thinking it's you guys got ripped off or you're rigged or anything like that. Because that's what happened to me. But no, this is just how it originally is. So I'm going to be starting to do these more often because I like them. And if you guys don't like them or if you guys don't like specific readings, I don't know what to tell you. You just have to get through it. Just so you guys know that the Kippers are very specific and therefore it will not resonate with everybody. One portion of the reading may resonate. Probably none of the portions of the reading will resonate. It just really depends, in all honesty. If there is in the case that it doesn't resonate, where all the portions doesn't resonate with you, you guys can stick around for the Gilded Tarot portion. I also, since we're in Aquarius season, I am doing your guys' birthday spread. Might be a little bit longer than usual, but, it's kind of my thing that I do where I want to do your guys' birthday spread either way. So that would be towards the end of the reading before I pull out the oracle cards. So, what am I going to do? And I also got these oracle. So, there was a couple that actually created this deck, the oracle deck, and they basically combined their gifts, talents, and skills into this deck. So, the wife actually was an artist, she was a painter, and she's the one that did all the paintings for the oracle cards. And then her husband was the one that did all the wording for them. If you guys are interested or curious what it is, this is the Creativity Oracle deck. It comes with a booklet as well, so if you guys are interested, you guys can check that out as well. So, basically how this is going to go is I'm going to be doing your guys' original Kipper 9-card layout. We're going to be going into your guys' past, present, and future. And then after that, going across is going to be your guys' state of mind, your guys' environmental factors, and also contributing factors. So, let's get straight on to the reading, shall we? After I get done with your guys' Kippers, we're going to go and do your guys' Gilded Tarot. On the Gilded Tarot, I'll try not to do any clarifications. It's just going to be straight on to the point, just to go, just to pinpoint some of the basic things in your guys' life, and then that's basically it. After that, it's going to be your guys' birthday spread, and then closing it off with the oracle cards. I know that's a lot, but I'm just going to try to go through this as briefly as possible. You guys can, there's also going to be timestamps in the comment section below, so if you guys only want to see a portion of the reading, like a certain portion, you guys can do that as well. let's see. What do you have for Aquarius's past? We got a poverty card that came out. And we also got marriage. By the way, I technically try not to take these cards too literally. I would not recommend these cards for those of you guys that are just starting off with tarot. At least as your guys' first tarot deck, I wouldn't recommend these to you. Because I feel like if you start off with the Rider-Waite or the Gilded Tarot, it kind of like, you can kind of make a comparison and compare those to the Kipper cards. And it's easier to like use your intuition from there instead of just like reading it as it is, or, you know, distant horizons. I think this was in reverse, but I want to check to see just in case. Okay, that was strange. Distant horizons reversed. What I'm immediately getting is, now keep this in mind, this is a very specific story, so it's only gonna probably pertain to a specific person. Despair in reverse. Let's see if it's actually in reverse. Hold up. Yeah, despair in reverse for you guys present. I'm immediately getting that some of you guys, with the poverty card, it could actually represent you guys actually having financial issues, you guys having financial loss. But at the same time, to me, poverty is also kind of like the, whenever I think of poverty, I think of like the Five of Pentacles kind of energy, where you guys feel isolated, you guys feel abandoned, could also have financial issues, but I feel like it mainly has to do with emotional problems. So I'm getting for some of you guys in the past, and just so you guys know, whenever we get into the past energy, it's usually something that you guys already know. So if you guys feel like that's resonating for you, then this most possibly is your guys' reading, because the past is usually something that you guys were aware of, or you guys are currently aware of right now. But I'm getting some of you guys in the past might have had this kind of depressive like energy about, for some of you guys, it doesn't even have to be like depressive like energy. It could also be like I'm primarily getting like emotional distance. Some of you guys had some sort of distance or like issues when it comes to a relationship. It could be a committed relationship because of the marriage. Some of you guys could be upset that a marriage didn't come into fruition. But the primary story that I'm really getting here is that some of you guys might have been really disappointed about some sort of, now, it doesn't have to be a relationship, but primarily what I'm getting is a relationship. I'm getting this, basically this energy that you are basically upset about some sort of connection with a particular individual because you assumed or you thought that things were going to progress in a much more higher state within this individual, but there was some sort of, the connection wasn't very stable. It wasn't built on a solid foundation. And because things aren't, you can't build a building unless if the soil or the base isn't sturdy enough, right? Because otherwise you have, buildings that end up getting tilted, buildings that end up falling apart, and things like that. And that's why usually the base is the most important thing, and the base is usually the primary thing that usually, especially construction workers, mainly focus on, because that is basically the one that's going to stand the whole entire contraption, basically, right? But I'm getting here that basically the base or the foundation that this connection that you were with, I feel like it just wasn't sturdy. It wasn't, like, I do see some emotion tied up in there. I'm not saying, I'm not neglecting your guys' feelings, but I feel like it just wasn't enough for it to progress further. There are certain types of connections where, yes, it is good from where it's at, but when it comes to actually progressing it further or taking it to a next level, it usually doesn't work. For example, like, you might be this is like an example that popped in my head. You might be attracted to your best friend or whatever, right? but I feel like there wasn't that type of emotional stability or connection enough for it to actually reach towards the next level, and therefore it kind of just stood where it's at. For some of you guys with the distant horizons in reverse, it could literally be the fact that you guys were physically distant and that was the problem. For some of you guys, it could even be both, to the point where it's like, you guys had some emotional distance, somebody had some emotional problems, their emotional stability wasn't very stable, and that could have been mainly the problem here. In your guys' present moment, we have the despair card, which is in reverse, judication in reverse, and message of concern in reverse. I don't know why, but when I flipped them over, they were all basically in reverse. I do not know exactly why that is pertaining in that sort of way. I'm getting this more as an individual message for each card instead of being a message as a whole, which is very rare for something like that to pop out, because usually whenever I do like the Kipper readings, there usually is like a story with all three of the cards there. But for some reason yours is just like, at least for the present moment, it's not necessarily pointing out a actual story here. So to me, with the despair reverse, judication reverse, and message of concern reverse, to me that is telling me that some of you guys might be at this stage or going to be in this stage where you guys won't be so stressed anymore. Any type of concerns when it comes to your guys' emotional stability. For some of you guys, it could even be your guys' financial stability. I'm seeing that also being taken care of. I just mainly am getting your guys' emotions are starting to get balanced. I feel like for some of you guys, the past with that whole connection with that particular person kind of had a huge toll on you. I feel like that actually taught you guys a lesson to mainly focus and take care of more of yourself. Figure out what makes you happy, what makes you feel emotionally stable, instead of being focused too much on or putting too much energy on a particular thing that is not investing over time. So I'm actually seeing that to be a good thing. With the message of concern in reverse, I'm seeing that there might be an end of some sort of communication. I'm seeing that there might have been a person that might have wanted to communicate something as due to some sort of concern, or they might have been worried, but I'm seeing that they're holding it back. They don't want to communicate afterwards. It's like in their head they want to, but at the same time they don't. I don't know if it's you or if it's this other person, this other individual, or a connection that you're in, but I'm getting that somebody is hesitating to make some sort of move, connection, or whatever. So, for your guys' future, I haven't pulled out the third card yet. I don't know what is taking so long for the third card to pop out. There we go. Now you want to pop out right when I said it. Okay, I thought so. So, for your guys' future, we actually got Concern card. We got Privileged Lady. And Main Male. So, just so you guys are aware of, just because these cards are gendered does not mean that it has to be actually your gender. I see everybody based on masculine and feminine energies, because we all do have masculine and feminine energies. It's just which one are we using in certain circumstances, right? For some of you guys, I don't know why, but usually there are some times where I see you guys more in the feminine energy. There are some of you guys that I see you guys more in the masculine energy. It's just however it pops into my head, right? To me, I'm seeing that you guys might have some sort of concern when it comes to a particular person. I feel like it's not just, a concern about one particular thing. I feel like the concerns that you guys have, it's like overall or in general. Some of you guys might be trying to find ways how to start managing your money, how to find that, financial stability. I'm getting for some of you guys are waiting to get that financial stability before you get into a relationship. For some of you guys, this is a side story. This is not what I'm primarily getting, but I'm getting for some of you guys might be concerned about a particular person that might be involved with another individual. I don't know if it's a female or male, could be both ways, either ways, whoever you guys feel like you guys are concerned about. I'm getting that there might be some sort of concern in the future about a particular individual, whether they are associating with that individual, having some sort of connection with one another, or there is something much more than meets the eye between these individuals. Some of you guys might be a little bit, I would be careful also of any type of jealousy that might arise in the future. I feel like that's gonna kind of hold you back on your guys' stability in general. So I'd say be careful of any type of envy or jealousy when it comes to like, oh, you know, this particular person's is talking more to these types of individuals, they're spending more time with them, blah 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 blah. So I would say be careful of that as well. Going across, in your guys' state of mind, we got poverty, despair reversed, and concern. Some of you guys might be a little bit concerned on how to... Some of you guys might be concerned about your guys' finances in general. For some reason, a lot of it is talking about... I feel like you guys aren't really too much focused on love. It's mainly pointing out finances for some reason. So for you guys, mainly finances might be a major topic during this time whenever you guys are watching this reading. Some of you guys are trying to find ways how to get out of this negativity, this space of just negative talk, you know. I feel like some of you guys lately been having just negative thoughts and like negative perceptions about things, about your guys' life, and I feel like that is what's kind of like also is a major influence in your guys' life as well. For some of you guys, it could literally be the reason why you guys are in this depressive state, why you guys don't have anything going for you in your life, because you know you guys are way too much focused on the negative. I'm seeing you guys suddenly like trying to lighten up eventually and trying to figure out ways how to kind of turn that over, how to see the bright or positive side to things. And I feel like that's actually going to be really beneficial for you, because you guys are going to start attracting more positive energies, and that positivity is just going to keep, you know, gathering up. And who knows, you guys might actually manifest or start manifesting things that you guys truly want and desire, right? And your guys' environmental factors, we got marriage, judication reversed, and privileged lady. This is very interesting. Some of you guys might feel like that there might be a particular person. I do not know why, but for some reason jealousy has been popping up so much, and it's not like I'm trying to make it seem that way. It's just that like the way how she's looking, she has this look like she's a bit suspicious, she seems a little mischievous, and then in the judication it's also like showing that mischievousness kind of look as well. So to me, some of you guys might be a little bit concerned about a particular person that might be jealous or envious about your guys' like relationship, or it doesn't even have to be a relationship, could be some sort of like a connection you have with the person. It doesn't matter if it's love, it could also be friendship. You guys might have some sort of very good bond or connection with a particular person, or you guys already in this kind of connection with the particular person, like, you know, in romantic wise. And I'm getting that some of you guys are concerned about somebody that's like a businessman, or somebody that has things going very well for them. Some of you guys might have some sort of like suspicion that there's this particular person that might be jealous of you, or might be envious or judgmental about your relationship, or you know, your connection with a particular person. But I'm not really seeing that to be the case, because adjudication reversed. To me, this is telling me that any type of suspicion or concerns you guys have about anybody being judgmental or being mischievous or envious towards you, I feel like that's just kind of all in your head. So I would say be careful of any type of negative thoughts, because I feel like during this time you guys might be very much prone to negativity, and that's gonna keep, and if you, the more you keep that up, then the more negativity you're gonna attract into your life. On to your guys' contributing factors, we actually have distant horizons in reverse, message of concern reverse, and main male. I'm getting there might be a particular person that's around your energy, somebody with a masculine type of energy, Doesn't really matter, but I'm getting with the main male, it's kind of telling me that it's somebody with a lot of masculine energy, masculine traits, and also somebody that is a primary individual in your life. So I don't know if this is somebody you guys speak to occasionally. This is somebody you're very close to. This is somebody that you're involved with. But what I'm primarily getting with the distant horizons in reverse, I'm seeing that if those of you guys that have been concerned about anybody that might be, that some of you guys might be concerned about a particular person that is like far distance from you, and I'm seeing that problem actually being resolved and distance not being an issue. With the message of concern in reverse, another story that's popping out to me, this is a primary story I'm getting, is that some of you guys might be a little bit, some of you guys are there might be an individual that you guys are waiting for them to message you, and I'm seeing with the message of concern in reverse, that's telling me that whoever this person is that's distant from you, I'm seeing there not to be any sort of communication or message or anything like that. Actually, I do want to clarify why that is. Why is there no messages? Why do they or this particular person not want to message? This is gonna sound weird, but the sun is telling me that for some of you guys, this might have been somebody that you guys have dealt with in the past. I'm getting there might have been a person that you dealt with in the past that it was like a primary person in your life, or you guys had like some sort of an energetic tie with one another, some sort of connection. And I'm seeing that the reason why this person is not really necessarily messaging you or making a move is either one, they could be mainly focusing on their own happiness, but the main story I'm getting is that I feel like they're doing this in a way because they think that it would make that you will find better happiness without this person. I'm getting this person also is very prone to negative thoughts. I feel like this person has some confidence issues and just thinks that they're not good enough for you. That could be another reason why, and for that reason is why they're not making any gestures, not making any moves, even though you guys do have this really good emotional connection with this person. But I feel like it's mainly because one story I'm getting is they feel like that you guys could have a good connection without actually having to take things further, or number two, this person just feels like, you're basically better off without them. For some of you guys, it could literally just be both and go both ways as well. So I feel like that's probably the reason why this person's holding back any messages or talking to you, because basically they feel like you would do better without them, is what it's trying to say here. So now that we've got that all covered, we're going to go on to your guys' Gilded Tarot here. What is the main energy for Aquariuses? Okay, I was about to say, I had a feeling that it was actually in reverse. I don't know why. It did sort of almost pop up upright, but I had a suspicious feeling, like a funny feeling, that something wasn't right. And usually whenever I get that feeling, it's like, you know what, I have to keep tossing it to see what it really is. And not saying that it's because it was upright. No, this was actually like in this way, and that's why I wanted to flip it up and see what's going on. So Page of Wands in reverse. Some of you guys might not be wanting to take any sort of action, especially involving any type of communication with a person. Some of you guys, there might have been some sort of communication block. Nobody's communicating, or you guys don't feel like communicating. Any type of energy that has been released or put out there to a specific individual or people, I'm seeing that energy getting held back and you reserving your energy during this time. Some of you guys might have also lost some passion in just life in general, not wanting to do anything, just wanting to be in your own comfort zone, doing your own thing. Some of you guys might feel a little dull at this time as well. Let's go into your guys' money. The Magician. I would say during this time would be a really great time for you guys to start manifesting. The Magician is also the card of this guy that's a magician, it's also a symbolism of him mastering all of these elements. So technically it's also representing that you guys do have the skills necessary, the craftsmanship. You guys have everything that you guys need in order to get whatever it is you want. And this card is basically a reminder of that you guys are capable of doing basically anything you guys want. Anything you guys want in life, you guys are capable of doing it, whether you guys think so or not. So I would also say, to me, this is also telling me that it would be a really great time for you guys to make a wish. I mean, technically it is your guys' birthday, but I would say do make a wish, and I feel like that wish is going to start manifesting over time. So I would say a really great time for you guys to make a wish, especially with the magician, because it talks about magic, manifestations, any type of, especially if you guys had some sort of dream or a wish about like any finances or a particular career job or position. I'm seeing that especially being highlighted here, that you guys will definitely be able to manifest that. What about your guys' mental stability? The devil. Like I said, some of you guys have been in that negativity like space, and I feel like it mainly has to do with the past energy, but I'm seeing you with the devil in reverse. It's kind of telling me that you guys are getting out of this energy, and that all those toxic thoughts, I'm mainly getting it's like a mental, like, well I mean technically yeah, but like all those mental negative chit chatter that you guys had in your head, all those, you know, negative thoughts that have been putting you down, I'm seeing that coming to an end. I'm seeing that you guys are finally starting to realize how badly those negative thoughts have been impacting you, that it's basically not doing much as well. And I'm seeing that actually starting to get better as well. Some of you guys might have had very toxic communication skills as well. Like, I don't know if you guys have been talking crap about other people, or you've been saying things that were very offensive. So I'm seeing that starting to, like, you know, also subside as well. I don't know why I felt the need to say that. Let's go on to your guys' home and family. How do they see you? Ace of Cups. Some of you guys might have some sort of new beginning. I don't know if whether you guys are purchasing a house or whatever, but to me this is also like a symbolism of you guys actually having a renewal of emotional stability within your family, mainly, primarily I'm getting. So I'm seeing that I'm seeing some new, either new or a big change happening within your family. I don't know. I feel like some of you guys might start like a new cycle. Like some of you guys might also notice something different about your family. Like, I don't know if you guys started talking to each other more, or you guys actually having that emotional connection with one another, you guys starting to understand each other more. But I'm starting to see that there's going to be some sort of changes, like could be major changes, but I'm mainly getting that there's going to be some sort of changes happening within your family, and I'm seeing it to be like a good thing. How about your guys' creativity during this time? Ace of Pentacles. Any type of creative ideas that you have that is involved in finances or career, I'm seeing that being very highlighted during this time. For some of you guys, it could also be as simple as you guys having any creative ideas to starting some sort of something new, primarily getting like a business venture, creative project, or you starting something new, you guys getting a job, you guys are starting a job, any of that sort of thing, or you guys started investing your money in things. I'm seeing that to be some sort of huge major success for you actually. So I'm seeing that your guys' creativity is going to be really great during this time, anything that's very much like financial or business related. So I'm seeing that if you guys like have been wondering when would be a great time for you guys to like come up with some sort of business ideas or projects, I would say during this time would be really great for you guys. How about your guys' physical health? King of Swords. Some of you guys might be very closed off, not very communicative. Some of you guys might be have this kind of stern like persona. Some of you guys might not feel like, some of you guys might be a little bit cold during this time. I wouldn't say it's a bad thing, because the King of Swords actually does represent you being very much wise, intelligent. You guys are actually thinking over your actions before you're doing them and thinking things over. But I feel like I would say be careful of this kind of energy, because it could lead to overthinking, and it could lead to, other people getting the wrong idea about you as well. So I would say be careful when it comes to that. But otherwise, I see you guys to be actually in good shape though. How about your guys' love and romances? Love and romance. Hermit. Some of you guys might have had some sort of failure in your guys' past life when it comes to relationship, but then again, who hasn't, right? But I'm seeing that there is some sort of new path or new venture out there for you that you guys still haven't came across with. I feel like your intuition has been kind of guiding you to move on to this new path, and I feel like if this card definitely, if this is starting to resonate with you guys, I would say that take that path that your intuition's been telling you. If you guys feel like you should go towards this other person or start trying out something different when it comes to your relationship, all those ideas that come up in your head about any type of like love or romance, I would say take it, because I feel like it's going to lead you to a path. And the hermit has this lantern, so it's like some sort of enlightenment, or it's also like a guide towards your guys' answer, what you guys are looking for. For some of you guys, it could literally be, you guys finding your guys' divine partner, or you guys finding out what's the reason why all your relationships started failing, or why am I not able to get in a stable commitment and things like that. So I feel like that would be really good for you at this time. Any good things to come for you guys? Any good things to come for Aquariuses? Four of Swords. I'm mainly seeing you guys taking this time to take a break mostly. Some of you guys have been very much tired or exhausted, especially when it comes to society. Some of you guys might have been mentally exhausted. That's another thing that I'm getting. So I'm seeing you guys actually taking this time to, heal, rejuvenate, or just some of you guys might also be sleeping more. So that's a good thing as well. Some of you guys haven't had a lot of good sleep. So I'm seeing that getting taken care of. Some of you guys might also be focusing on trying to improve your sleep, or trying to like get more breaks in your life. How does your ally see you? The Lovers. To me, this is telling me that all of your friends, or all of those friendships that you guys have, I feel like they feel in one with you, because the Lovers does. To me, the Lovers is almost like the Two of Cups, where you feel like you guys are on the same page, you guys are on the same level, you guys emotionally connect with one another. But for some of you guys, another story that's popping out to me is that there might be some person that you guys are meant to be with that's actually around your area that you guys haven't found out. And that kind of does clarify also the Hermit as well. There might have been a particular person, or there is a divine person that is around your energy, but I feel like you guys are not seeing it. Some of you guys just kind of might have brushed past it, not focused too much on it. But for those of you guys that are probably wondering where to find this lover, where am I to find my soulmate or divine partner, I feel like you guys already either know who this is, or this is somebody that's already around your energy, however that may mean, right? So I would say try to look around, try to dig a little deeper, and I feel like you might be able to find out who this person might actually be. Let's see, any challenges you guys might face along the way? Oh, it was about to come out. Knight of Swords, getting into your head. We did talk about this, especially with the King of Swords here. Be careful of any type of negative thoughts, any type of depression, any type of anxiety, anything that could actually lead you towards that situation as well. I would say try to take care of yourself, try to focus on your guys' health. I feel like these swords, they're basically, all of these things are just in her head. It's not something that's actually happening to her. So I feel like as long as you can kind of control or try to get through those negative thoughts or feelings, I feel like once you try to get pass through them or try to brush through them, I feel like you guys will, be able to manage all the negative thoughts that are going to be coming in the future time as well. So I feel like it would be a really great time for you guys basically to, kind of control those negative thoughts. Like, I'm not saying you have to necessarily get rid of them, because I don't believe that's possible, but just learning to manage or control them, I feel like would be really good and beneficial for you guys at that time. And it's going to get easier along the way too. So that's what I have for your guys' Gilded Tarot. Now we're gonna actually go on to your guys' birthday spread. Card number 1, something from last year that you should have let go of. 4 of Wands. There might have been some sort of happy or a relationship that could have been into that final stage, but it didn't work into fruition. Primarily getting it last year, so this is very specific for some of you guys. Some of you guys could have also wanted that just financial stability, and that didn't work. Or some of you guys wanted to get a house as well, and that didn't work. So I would say that any of that type of any type of emotions that you guys held on to from those type of situations, I would say it would be a really great time for you guys this year to let go of it. Card number 2, upcoming, something to represent the upcoming year in your life. Wheel of Fortune. Things actually starting to move into motion. You're going to start seeing a lot more changes happening to you. Some of you guys, especially those of you guys that have been in a standstill, I'm seeing that your guys' life to start moving during this time. Especially any things that have been held back or haven't been progressing. Card number 3, something new to look forward to this. Justice. Any type of times where you feel like you didn't get the karma that you deserve, whether I'm not, hopefully it's not bad karma, but if you guys feel like people did you wrong, or the universe hasn't been very fair to you during that time, I'm seeing that during this time the universe is going to start listening to you. This time the universe is going to start presenting you or giving that all that energy that you guys put into and whatever you guys have been doing. I've seen that starting to come back towards you. So all of your rewards are starting to come in. The Justice card also represents that the more energy you put in to the universe, then the more you're going to start receiving back. So I don't know if it's like, it could be as simple as maybe you guys are donating, right, to a charity, to a homeless shelter, whatever, and for some reason afterwards the universe, like, you end up getting a check or you win a lottery afterwards somehow, right? I've seen that kind of stuff coming in as well. Or you suddenly get a promotion from a boss or whatever, right? It just happens out of nowhere. So I'm seeing that starting to happen to you as well. Alright, card number 4, a new hobby or interest you should explore. 3 of Wands. Some of you guys, there is a particular interest or hobby that you guys are into or fascinated by, but you guys feel like it hasn't came in yet. I don't know what that means. Some of you guys, distance might be an issue. Either distance or patience is the issue. I feel like I would just say keep doing what you guys are doing, because I feel like I'm also getting primarily those of you guys that aren't sure what you guys want to do in life, or you guys aren't sure what you guys like. I'm seeing that sooner or later you guys are going to start seeing what you guys like, what you guys want to do, what is going to be good for you during this time as well. Important lesson you will learn from this year. The Fool reverse. This is telling me that some of you guys, this is going to sound weird. Some of you guys might have been hesitant on taking any sort of action. I'm seeing that, I want to clarify what it's trying to point out here. Yeah, this clarified by the 2 of Swords. Some of you guys have been hesitant or haven't been wanting to take any sort of action. I just wanted to clarify that because I don't know why. I just had like a mental block from there for some reason. I don't know. Like, I did have the idea in my head, but I just wanted to make sure. So some of you guys felt like that you guys shouldn't be taking any sort of action, that you guys were good where you're at, when really I'm seeing that you guys aren't seeing the truth, that actually doing something in your life, that actually, trying something, even if it leads to failure, I feel like it's more important that you guys actually start doing something in your life. And I feel like that is the reason why the wheel is going to be start turning into motion, because you guys are finally taking some sort of action. And it doesn't matter whether that action leads to a failure. Because even if it does, it still teaches you something, and it's also going to lead you to a different path where you should be. You know? So I feel like that is something that is trying to teach you during this time. And then card number 6, how you can be the best version of yourself. Ace of Cups. Follow whatever makes you feel good. Something that will provide you emotional stability. Start taking chances. Do something new. Don't be sitting in one place. Take risks. Be bold is something that I will say to you guys. Cards to represent the following. Let's go on to your guys' travel. That is something we haven't covered yet. 5 of Wands. I would say those of you guys that are planning on traveling, I wouldn't say would be a good time during this time. Of course, it's your guys' free will, but technically it's saying here that I would say be careful of doing any travels, even if it's like traveling for work or you guys traveling to a different city, different state, country, whatever. I would say that be careful of any travels. There might be some sort of conflict or some sort of misunderstanding in the case that it happens. For some reason, I'm getting the image that some of you guys might end up getting conflict with your guys' family members or something like that about some sort of travel. So I would say that if you guys are prepared for what's going to be happening for you guys, I wouldn't take that risk, alright? But then at the end of the day, it's your guys' decision, alright? So I hope you guys like that birthday spread. We're going to finish and close it off with some oracle cards. Also, I forgot to mention for you guys, I won't be doing affirmators because that's also time consuming. So maybe in the next round of tarot readings, I will do them, but just not this one. I'll be mainly alternating the cards. So, one oracle message that popped out is enchantment. We are enchanted when the muses sing the art spirit into us. And then this is how it looks like. And then the second card that popped out is indecision. Decide not to make a decision at this time. This will be a constructive, valid, and useful decision. And then that's how it looks like right there. And then we also got confidence. Know and feel this affirmation. Beyond a doubt, I am all that I need to get what I want. And then that's how it looks like from here. So, that is all that I have for you Aquariuses. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys do check out your guys' Sun, Moon, and Rising and Venus to get an overall big picture of what's happening for you guys. If you guys want to see any major events that are happening for you guys throughout the rest of the year, I did do a pick a card reading and it will be linked at the end of the video. So if you guys are interested, you guys can check that out as well. But otherwise, I hope you guys have a fantastic time. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Alright, take care.